Okay, that's good. Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and we have literally returned back to Fausts Alptraum. Still don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, but I think only time will tell with that when the time comes itself, and I want to end this song as quick as possible because it is literally a copywritten song. What will this do? She wanted to knock, but quickly withdrew her hand in fright as the mail shut suddenly opened. It was pitch black inside, but Charles' voice finally sounded after a lengthy period. Not really, it's alright. But then anyone could come in, right? Huh, wait a... She almost said it. Elizabeth muffled her mouth in horror. So we still can't let you in. Weird people can't come in. But I'm so bored. Can we go out? Go where? Outside, duh. Why outside? I don't want to. You? Yes, you. Do you want to go out? Do you know how to? Through the front door, duh. There's no such thing. Who knows, there might be. No one knows this place better than us. Maybe it's behind this door. If you bring something cool, we'll let you in. We like pretty things. Do you have any? Huh? I don't. Is anyone there? She couldn't hear anything even when her ear pressed up against the door. Looks like they'd run off. Who ran off? Yeah, who ran off? Why do they want something pretty? I don't have anything on hand which is pretty. Chocolate? Do you like chocolate? What about this crayon drawing? My room? Room on the second side of the building. Oh, for goodness sakes, with that again, you silly rat. You just keep doing that, don't you, on purpose? God, I hate these rats so much. They keep depleting my ability to see. And I can still hear the music even from here. That's just freaking great. Doors opened on its own. And that sound came by itself as well. Who the hell is in the kitchen? Who dare perturb this space? Oh, there's a mess over... Oh, for goodness sakes, rat. Do you always have to be in the bloody way? Okay, plate fragments. Pond. So, do lovely ladies like plates? Sharp plate fragments. What could one get from that? Holding a baby who had a body and no head. The sculpture downstairs has no head. We was almost killed by that head. So does it mean we have to reenact that scene as well so that the sculpture itself is all torn to shreds? No, that doesn't work. Fallen head. Nope. Nope, my analysis was not correct. Okay, we discovered this tumbler, which we did not encounter beforehand, so let me just pull up my thing. So the first one is B plus C. B plus C, so B is yellow, and then B is blue, C is yellow. Blue and yellow would make green, so that would be 2. B plus K, that would be black, so that would be 4. A plus K would be 4 as well. Yes! First time around! Oh, I'm so happy with that. Oh my golly, I'm so happy with that. Literally. Golly. Ah, that was one thing I did not expect the last time around, and I just did not intrude to actually try that place. But you know, we've got a small key now. A very small key labelled French doors in the bedroom. Aha! Aha! Ha 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 ha! Bedroom doors. So the doors maybe in second floor or first floor, maybe, or it could be the room to the left, which we have not yet been able to open. Do you wish to read it? Nope, not for me, thank you. So yeah, we've been given that, but all this time we have not been able to actually identify which locker we need to put it on. So now that we have that in hand, we can proceed onwards for upgraded tomorrow. But still, I need to not only get past that rat, but also use a small key. Nope, not for this room, but it is for one of the rooms. Or maybe it's for one of these rooms over here, which go outside. Wait, French, so that doesn't mean window. These rats are a freaking pain. Pain in the A. This door? Nope. So go to our French encounters. So yeah, it was locked. It was dark outside the French doors no matter how one looked like it was all fake. Opened it with a key, nice, and we are now out here on the balcony. There is birdsong, but no sign of a bird. Who dare go through here? We can actually go around and go into this room this way around. So whoever keeps doing that, shut up. We are going to trespass no matter what. Without the encounter of mice, that is, because that's really annoying. A locked safely deposit, there was a featureless door placed on it, okie dokie. A price list was printed on the bookmark. We got a bookmark, that's all good, but what does the bookmark say? Eyes 1500, teeth 1000, blood 300, heart 110,000. So do you want the heart or something? The lock was opened from the inside. Ah, so it's something we could only open from this side. It's all good. Right. So would there be anything else on going to the other side of the balcony? Or am I just literally hallucinating things? Who's chirping? Good. Go one of the sides. I don't want you near me. Oh, there's something there. Chocolate. All good and fun. Good and fun to the end of the days. Days when there are no mice about. I prefer to have a cat with me so the mice would just simply go away. Crunch. The cat in boots ate the jailed keeper. The cat in boots ate the guard. The cat ate the beast guarding the door. Wow. Ate the beast guarding the door. The lock was open from the inside, cool. So who is the beast guarding the door? Is it these rats? The beast guarding the door. Cat? Yeah, but the cat's friendly to us. Why do we want to go after the cat? Questions. Questions still remained. Questions still need to be answered. I thought there was a save point in here. Oh yeah, it was down here, my bad. But this is lit up now that we've actually traversed through these rooms. These rooms fill up as time goes on when we go through it. 3 pig room, and then the room over to the left has an asterisk on it. Does it mean I have not been through everything in that room? So therefore that's why that's lit up like that. A locked safely deposited box, but the door was engraved with start with the most expensive. Start with the most expensive heart. Blood.
Number 2 was fond of jigs, and so he built his house with twigs. Hey diddle diddle, he played on his fiddle and danced with ladies.
No, it couldn't be that.
Number 3 said,
I need to find another clue somewheres.
I will build my house with bricks. He had no chance to sing and dance, cause work and play don't mix.
But doors engraved will start with the most expensive.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Big bad wolf, big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? La 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 la.
Go on order. Nope, still not. Or maybe it's just the order it goes in. Nope. How could we actually dissect this down with just this bit of hint? Maybe it's the number of letters? I don't know, so that would be 5, 4, 5. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense though. Start with the most expensive. So we've had a clue about the cat that... Hang on. And where's the rats? For goodness sake, you silly little swine. Cat in boots, 8 the jail keeper, 8 the guard, beast guarding the door. Well, that doesn't really help.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Big bad wolf.
Draw out a mouth. Use the plate shard to drip a rip in the cloth. A slit was covered into where the mouth should be, but the face was still empty. Insert the fisheye onto the doll. Stamp the fisheye onto the doll's face. The safety deposit box opened. Painting. What does this painting give us? A picture framed in a wooden a picture framed in a wooden frame. Right, so on the plus side, we know where that belonged to, the paper shard, or the plate shard. On the downside is we still have no idea what we're supposed to do in terms of everything else that's going on in this room. Brainwave. Picture. Hook. Pictures go on hooks. There's an empty hook somewhere in this place which we could possibly hook the picture on. Where was it though? Was it on this floor or was it on the floor above? Over here. Here's an empty hook. Can the picture frame go on there? Yes, hung up the picture frame in a wooden frame. Yes, please. Little brother. The sounds of something being opened travelled in from outside the window. The door on the other side opened. In the kitchen. Yes, I knew it. I just knew it. Wrong book. Get rid of the mouse. Good. But why did we eat the cat? Maybe because we're hungry? No idea, but let us go to the kitchen now and see what we're going to deal with now. Deal with now. Deal with now. No, 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 no. That song's been stuck in my head for almost half an hour. No, 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 no. Let us go now. Let us go now. Let us go now. Down outside. Down outside. Now, now. Oh, this is pretty nice indeed. The fresh flowers were covered in small bugs. And the tree itself, we can't interact with. This is really well thought out. This is a really well thought out scenario. Not just the story of the game itself, but also the environment. There's a patch of blood on here. But that has been disturbed previously. Yes, I understand that. What could we use within the dirt? More to the point, what can we get? What can we do out here? We need something to dig that up. But it's not like we have a shovel or anything. Because if we had a shovel, then we could dig that up. But the question is, where can we find a shovel? The only other thing that we can do is open that lock. But we need more of a hint to allow us to open the lock. Because you can't just... So, the most expensive first. So you would have heart, eyes, tooth, blood. And you go for most expensive first. The only thing we're given is, let's say, the number of letters per price tag. So that's 5 for heart, 4 for eyes, 5 for tooth, 5 for blood. That doesn't work. You could also try and add up the puzzles and just go from the first 4 numbers on the left. That would be 1, 1, 2, 8. But then obviously 0, 0 from there. Still doesn't work. Should try and go 1, 1, 1, 3. Doesn't work still. But yeah, it's just a big annoyance at the moment. But you can't really do much with it. Unless there's something else out here which we have not yet interacted with, which shall allow us to proceed through the story rather well. But it's just finding that thing that allows us to proceed with the story to get to in the first place. The fresh flowers were covered in small bugs. And of course you wouldn't want a fish eye. Does any of the people inside want some flowers? That's what I want to know. Is this other door over here openable? No, 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 no. Can't go over there. We can go up through here. It's good that the game detects us where we are just because where the light is. We were stuck on something for quite a while there. Okie dokie. Where can we go next? Been out here, only to discover that the soil has been previously disturbed. Only one bit out here is useful for us. This pond could be useful, but we still have no idea. The dirt has been disturbed previously. What can we use on it? Plain iron key? No. Candy? No. Maps? No. Bookmark? No. Fragments of paper of a newspaper? We haven't even looked at this yet. So 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, thank you. This has been driving me around the wall for days, and I don't know why it's taking so long to try and figure this out when the clues were right there in front of you. This exquisitely bound book was buried underneath a shovel. It's a continuation of the diary. 30th of November, the fireplace has been burning all day, but the room is still cold. 1st of December, the bud is growing bigger and it calms me when I gaze at it. There's something in the room. Don't want to take medicine anymore. So cold. What to write about? Can't stop. There really is someone in the room. So cold. So cold. Must think of a way out. Must think of a way before the snow stops. I can hear his voice. Sable is here. December. 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 We left Mother by the pond. Eek! A story! It's a continuation of other things amongst everything else. No, I thought that was a safe. Okay, so this creak on the floor has to have something to do with all of this. Shall we use the shovel on it? Nope. But I know where to use the shovel. Outside where that loose dirt was that we found in the last time. Well, for me it's the last time. For you, you're watching this straight after finding that out. Yeah, if that rat would move, that would be very nice. Because I know the instant I'm going to go that way, it's just going to attack me. Okay, thanks. That rat seems to be immobile. It's all nice. Yeah, they're mouse, but they're more like rats because they're attacking me. Who would think of a horror story where a mass of infested mice are attacking people? You wouldn't. You would think of rats because they have an assortment to the Black Death where millions of people died across Europe and the Mediterranean and area like that. Okay, so here we go. The dirt has been previously disturbed. We can use a shovel here. There are traces of disturbance in the soil. Dig it up with a spade? Most certainly. What can we find within the dirt? Yellow gem. Bracelet. A piece of old tattered paper barely legible through the trace of dirt. Ah, this is a continuation of that cat story. The cat in boots ate the monster. No, I want to inspect what the hell happened to the pond. Something happened in here whilst we were reading that. Or maybe the causes of reading that allowed that to happen. Golly, okay. So now we... Bracelet rebels. A jewel the colour of the earth. I wonder if those people like either the bracelet or the jewel. Because surely it's a bit more precious than just a shovel or a fisheye or something along the variants of those lines there. Don't want to interact with you, and I want this song to end as soon as possible. Reason for that is because it's actually copywritten. Okay. Okay, we're going to save here and then proceed this way. And hopefully the lovely people, which are so annoying, will be able to give us what we need. And that is some sort of attention. A bracelet rebels. This is someone else you shouldn't touch. You get yelled at. Okay, what about this? Is anyone there? There was no answer, but the mail slot flipped open with a quick sleech. Elisabeth inhaled sharply, but still peered into the darkness with relative calm. She didn't want to stick her head inside, so only pushed the rock in and didn't hear it fall to the ground. A long silence. She brought it. What now? It's here. She could make out hushed conversation. I don't care, I'm so bored. Let's play a game. A scattering of slightly hysterical laughter. Come on, let's play a game. Huh? Hide and seek. You know how to play, right? It's hide and seek. You're it. What? Howdy. Bam. She almost fell into the doorway as the door opened suddenly. They're children. 3 figures fully a head shorter than scurried out. Her eyes only caught the hems of the shirts before they swiftly vanished down the stairs, leaving behind only the echoes of their laughter. I wonder if we could have done something else with that. It was the jewel that had just been thrown in. Yes, let's reclaim it! Thank you very much. An old and warm leather book. Old diary, that's all nice. Can we read the old diary? November the 16th, Nebel. Marguerite's situation is quite strange. She hides herself in the blankets and starts at every sound. I can't even go into the room. Dr. Wagner seems to know something, but as usual tells me nothing. We were relieved with her condition seemed to have improved a few days ago. Now it seems to be a lie. I braved the snow to come to the hospital and happened upon Dr. Wagner. She had cancelled her plans because of the weather. Marguerite still hides behind a firmly shut door, and the occasional teary sniffle makes its way out. What on earth is wrong? She's been like this before, but would break out into a smile whenever she saw me. The surnames on the top must be the doctors or the authors of the diary who written these pages in the first place. Okay. The heavy snow has halted traffic and the doctor is worried that his studies will be forced to terminate if more supplies do not arrive soon. What kind of research is it that causes him to always have to cover large distances to source material instead of attaining it from nearby towns? I am happy to help if it helps. So I'm happy to help if it helps Margarita's situation. Despite saying this, the doctor still refuses to let me enter the cellar. Weak-looking patients continuously emerge from the door. Perhaps it's better if I stay away. 4th of December. I hurried to leave the hospital while traffic was still moving. Although Margarita's condition is very concerning, the situation isn't improving if I continue to stay here. It's been like this from the start. She could always see things we couldn't, or talk in languages we couldn't understand or answer. Miss Valentine believes she's intentionally causing trouble. I wish they would understand. Otherwise, Margarita will never get better. No one at home accepts Margarita to come home anymore. Or perhaps the hospital is her home now, and the doctor, who's been a constant presence since childhood, is her mother. The memories are barely there. When I was as lost as a stray cat, she was the only one who smiled and extended a hand. She is the reason why I exist today. I will definitely go back and visit with flowers. I'm willing to do anything for a grasp of her smile again. Dr. B. Sibyl. Nice to hear the backstory. The backstory is what's important. A small hand axe? Well, we shall definitely have that. The sound from the phonograph stopped as soon as it was disturbed. Thank you very much. Match it, it's nice. Get away from that rat. For goodness sakes, I do not want to interfere with the rat. The last thing I want to do is interfere with a rat. Chocolate, that's very nice. Notice we can use as many matches as we like until it comes with the teen sound. That means we've reached out our reach. The label next to the door reads data room. Who the hell could be researching on things associated with data? Too far. The match in my hand couldn't reach it. Okay. I'm going to save first because simply we've got all those and I don't want to read through all that again just in case we fail this hide and seek. Yay, the cat follows us once again. Excellent. It means that these bloody rats, won't hurt me for the time being. I love this cat. Unlike most cats in life, I'm not saying that cats don't have a purpose in life, but this cat definitely has something to go. It's cute as well as useful. Useful in the sense that these mice will not... Okay, it still will hurt me, but it runs away every time it sees us. Glorious. Light up once again because it does decrease my visibility somehow. Somehow being bitten by a mouse does decrease our visibility. And being unconscious does reduce our walking speed. It wasn't lost, but yet the door wouldn't open. Break it down with an axe! Okay. Break it down with a shovel. We got 2 items here, but yet they will not make it open. What could make it open, huh? A plain iron key. No. What the heck is wrong with that? Too far, the match in my hands couldn't reach it. What about if I just use something like a spade? Nope. Alright. There's only one other option, and that's to go back into the room with that Sudoku puzzle and use that small axe on the broken floorboard. I'm glad that song has ended now, which means this video will be the last one that will be issued copywritten. Over this way. Oh, don't go the cracked floorboard itself. There are cracks in the floors like they would be easily broken though. The cat meowed as if worried it would fall. Hack at it with your hand axe. Yes! Let's break it! And surprise the hide and seekers! Nice. You know what? I'm gonna save again. I love the concept of Wait, is it just me or have we gone a bit slower? Can we eat some chocolate? No, we can't. For some reason it feels like we're just a tad slower when it comes to movement speed. I love this cat. Can you just eat the mice for me? Just eat all of them, and then we'll proceed on to the story. Go down from here? Most certainly. Let's trap the hide and seekers. Oh, we arrived on top of a bookshelf. Just glad there's a ladder here. Okay, so this is a brand new room, and okay, astrology and life. The Wheel of Fortune is a particularly unique tarot card. A wheel comprised of 3 concentric circles hangs in the middle of the card. The innermost one represents creativity. The middle one represents symbolizes the forces of being, while the outermost one standing for the physical world. There are no symbols on the smallest ring, as creative potential is infinite. Quite. You have a very good way of looking at it, because creativity is everywhere. Creativity is endless. Book of Catherine Hines, King of Solomon, The Odyssey. Metaphysics, the path to philosophy, the guide for the perplexed. That's an L faded out. The praise of folly, the education of a Christian prince. Treacherous Mysterium. Philosophus. Matches, that's very nice. Are there any books up there though? Database Archive 7, compilation of proverbs, anthology of logic. The interpretation of dreams. Dreams are interpreted by the presence of reason. If one remembers it is actually a long weekend when dreaming of hastily getting up and going to work, then we may realize that it's just a dream and wake up. Even nightmares will appear as real as the physical world as long as the conscious mind does not notice the irregularities of the dream. I knew how to say it, but it just wouldn't come off my tongue properly. One may wake up from a dream if one observes the illogic aspects of their surroundings. The Lesser Key of Solomon. I don't know how to read the other words. Ooh, this bookshelf can be moved. Before moving it out, let's see if there's any way in which it will fit, because that would be very, very handy. It must be a very broken bookshelf to be light to move, because if the wood was well conditioned, then it would be actually heavier as the moisture is still within it. All the particles are still firmly intact. The interpretation of dreams. Freud believed that dreams only serve to fulfill hidden desires. The brain will subconsciously seek to accomplish hopes and wants. For example, a hungry person might dream of feasting at a grand table. If his feet are cold, then he might be walking barefoot in the snow. If his throat is sore, then someone may be choking him, etc., etc., etc. I've already done that one. Book of Kings, 1001 Nights. Commently de Bello Glacio. I don't know how to pronounce these words. I'm pretty sure someone else out there might be better off doing that. I don't know. The Book of Law, the Book of M, Book of Exodus. Oh, there's another thing up here. Okay. Any ladders leads to bookshelves we can climb up upon. Can we go that way? Nope. Can we go that way? Nope. None of these. None of these are viable options. There needs to be something else over here, though. Okay. Nope. These. The journey of Nels Klim to the world underground of art of palmistry, from the earth to the moon. The murders in the Rue Morgue. The Telltale Heart, the Fall of the House of Usher. The Mask of the Red Death, The imp of a preverse, Raven. Something shiny was on top of a bookcase. Although a bit tall, she could just barely reach it as if she stepped here and... Oh dear, this is rather dangerous. The shadow suddenly fell down. Locks the colour of black widows' spiders spilt Elisabeth's face. The demon smiled beneath his eyes in stark contrast to Elisabeth's wide-eyed stare. The black cat emitted a high-pitched screech and jumped away, snagging the dress in the process. Ah, darn it, not again! There was no way of knowing where to find it again. What? What are you looking for? That fellow? I think you should refrain from spending time with that. Huh? It follows one around for no reason. It's quite serious and a bit fussy to boot. It threw a fit over the smallest spoon. Best to stay far away from it if we don't want needless drama. The demon cocked its head and nutted away incessantly. But it's the only thing here that helps me, Elisabeth mumbled. Eh? What's that you say? No one here to help you? But I can help you if you want. You only have to ask. You want this, right? The shiny thing was revealed to be a key when the demon plucked it. Here you go. The key was brought next to Elisabeth's face with surprising straightforwardness. The sudden gesture of kindness actually made her feel uneasy. I can't get it myself, Elisabeth said as she withdrew her hand, to which the demon raised an eyebrow. Those purple lips smirked and it didn't move back to give Elisabeth any space. Alright, then get it yourself. The key flew back up top. Well, that's just great. So it seems that she was not... Okay, now it was too tall to be reached even on tiptoes. If only someone could jump up there. If only I had a cat with me. You must understand, from 1 made 10, 2 will go on its way, with 3 close behind. You will be prosperous. Abandon 4 from 5 to 6, so says the witch. Match 7 and 8, that's how it's done. 9 is 1, but 10 is none. That is the witch's sum. For something 15, something 15, something 15. The Book of Splendor, Book of Creation, the Book of Revelation. The City of the Sun, the Monarchy of Spain, Atheism Conquered. 70 books, the Sceptral Claimist, Book of Balance. Transformations and Symbols of the Libdio. Feminology. Answer to job. Okay. That last one was just really simple. Can we grab this ladder? Can we grab any of these ladders? Can I ask? Okay, we can push this. But where can we push it to? I have an idea of where it might go. Oh, it fits there quite nicely. I need to look around the room a bit more just to see if there's anywhere that this could actually slot in. Wait a minute. There's a note up there. If we can push it alongside here, then we'll be able to see what the note says. Hold on. Yep, goes there, and then we go up here, and then, boom, a few torn scraps of paper. 11th, Des Regan. I visited the hospital again, and so did he. He calls himself the doctor's research partner, but he seemed very unwelcome. I've seen how he interacts with Marguerite, and it's the first time I've ever seen him smile so happily at someone else. Although I am loath to admit it, but perhaps he is better suited to keep her company than I am. Please respond to her love in kind, I implored him. Marguerite is willing to meet with me. It seems that she isolated herself after she was forbidden to meet with him. After all, she is one of the research sponsors. His target is the doctor and me. Anyone could see that. Strange noises emitted from the laboratory at night are the rats in the establishment. The weather has deteriorated so much, but the trains have stopped running. It is my first night here. One short night has been enough to change my mind about this place. How does Marguerite endure such a sinister place night after night? He left after giving me the key to the cellar. I have no idea where he went after he left. The wind and snow show no signs of stopping. Strange chattering sounds mixed in with the winter wind are coming from downstairs. I will sneak downstairs for a peek when the doctor returns to his room. Put it with the old diary. The sound of song played by the record player came from afar. Okay, so what song is going to be played now, I wonder? Another thing as well is, can we use any of these chairs for our long-term goals? Long-term goals of getting that thing off there. Okay. No, it was too tall to reach. If only someone could jump up there. Bracelet with bells. Bracelet with bells. Small bow. Can't we just hack at this bookshelf so that it would fall down and then we can get the key? No, that's too obvious. Hey, don't go to sleep on me, Elisabeth. I know you're bored, but this is important to discover. A scene that had been seen it before somewhere. It was locked. Can we use a plain iron key here? Nope. What about this one? What's this? Berlin Morgan Post, 5th of May. The Whippatrol's Santuarium was found in 1930 and sits in a picturesque mountain valley, providing a place of respite in a rural countryside that lacked medical facilities. It has recently garnered plans to leverage the government's subsidies in order to expand. Hospital director Diane Wigner is a scientist. When her brethren was troubled by the country's unrest, she noticed where the nation's true weakness lay, and decided to throw herself into medicine. Being cured isn't a matter to be ashamed of. The hospital director advertised that facing problems head-on was the most effective cure. Amen to that. The doctors to the Garden of Hope would forever be open to patients in need. It was locked. Okay, can we use the key here? We can't use this key anywheres. What the heck? Okay, let's keep ascending down. Yes, I would actually. Okay, this is probably going to be quite simple to solve. And just push these along. That's all we need to do. But if we push that one up. Yeah, stop going to sleep on me. I'm trying to figure this out. Push that one along, push that one along, push that one along. And then push this one up. It doesn't work like that. I'm glad we can return though. Okay, let's try this again. It's like there's no way of pushing these up because that will just do that. Wait. Wait a sec. Yeah. Go the other way. Memo. 25 KT. He came to visit the mayor's poor daughter. I don't know when they met each other. This is really quite dubious. Is he here to expose me or to take away my benefactor? I know he's not interested in her. It's plain to see who he's really looking at. Okay. Ah, each of these rooms have riddles. Wonderful. Right. Do we not have any matches? Right, we can't use matches then. Seems like this is going to be a dark, dark maze. Okay, luck is going to bring us to victory. I wish to shut off this player as soon as possible, if possible. Thank you. Memo. 5th November. I had to say the triplets were house imps after Margarita accidentally saw them. Go. They're very nice with these save points. They really are. Bugger off! What? Wait, why are we walking so slowly now? It's like you intentionally making this a troll game. Maybe she's scared. Oh my. Read the memo. Snow, come down hard and cover the tracks. But I'm running out of materials, it's getting quite alarming. And these rats are getting quite alarming. Oh, thank goodness for that. The game just suddenly make it so that we're really slow walking. That's just a troll right there. The record player turning with a rolling sound. Can I smash it up? Right, memo. The 30th December, the mayor's eyes will be staying the night. Must lock the door. Must lock the door indeed. A well-worn and dusty journal sits on the table. A fountain pen sits between two of the pages. A bullet-pointed list starts at the top, but stains have covered a lot of words. The first couple of lines are crossed out for some reason. List. Jan. Public hospital blood supply is running low. Opportunity to lure back customers. Feb. Emma Wolf, 7 pints. Heda something, 10 pints. April. And something hoof, kidney and liver. Conrad blank win, discard. September. Adler Scammusher, other than heart. October, Paul Merler, Hans Merler, Pauline Merler, Cornea. November, E something, but this font is really annoying. Mayor. December, Marguerite Scon von Skenzler. Who would appear behind me? Flowers who bloomed at her side. Confess to her for me. Give her my wishes. Tell her she is lovely, and that the night and day are my heart. Pines for her love, reveal to her soul the secret of my flame. Let it breathe out with you sweet fragrances. Speak for me, may she be acquainted with the passion she has been rused, and of which my troubled heart has not breathed a word. Go note Faust, the flower song. The kitty cat again. Hi there. Ah, what are you doing here? Elisabeth bent down, but the cat didn't run away as she expected it. Ah, yes. This is for you, she said. She took out a bracelet of her pocket, whipped off the dust on the bell, and gently put it on the cat. Ah, thank you. Ah, this is a perfect time. The perfect time to say... Oh, something's here. Key with a label. This was not here before. Okay, so we're going to leave it off here today, folks. We've done a hell of a lot of progress. I had to do this in 2 different recording sessions simply because I couldn't figure out that 4 combination which required a Sudoku to help us. So, thank you very much for watching, folks, and we shall see each other on the next time of Fausts Alptraum. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves.